One of the things we're monitoring really closely on this channel is all of the great deals that AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile are giving. We've never actually seen a more promotionally heavy industry time between these companies. They're literally paying you to switch to them. They're giving people phones valued at up to $4,000, all these switching promotions, all these promotional rates on services. These companies just want to add customers. And then in the long term, hopefully getting you on multiple services and actually making money off of you. Now, something that we must make sure that we highlight is that the companies don't really give anything away for free. What they do is they take from Peter to pay Paul. And by that, I mean they take money from certain parts to subsidize or, put into other parts that are costing them more monies to operate in certain ways. So here's what I'm noticing. Here's what I'm seeing. This article kind of puts it all into a T here. So AT&T sells downtown building to investment company for $14.9 million. What AT&T is doing with promotions, what they're doing and how they're treating their employees, layoffs, not giving them parking spots, not having a desk, working in lobbies, on floors and hallways. What they're doing is they're cutting costs everywhere, every which way, even if it means certain folks that work at the company are uncomfortable. What they really want to do is make them quit. What they really want to do is reduce their workforce. Probably trim by an additional 10 or 20% in the next 6 months, whatever that arbitrary number might be, or maybe they have a specific number, I have no idea. But they're also liquidating assets. They did it when they sold all their media assets. They did it with other buildings. This continues to be a thing. AT&T is trying to find ways to quote unquote trim the fat. And by doing that, it makes them more profitable. It improves the amount of money they generate per employee. And now that they're also liquidating these assets, this one I think in Dayton, they're going to continue to do this. There's buildings in Cleveland. I'm expecting that maybe some of those get sold because they don't want to pay, property taxes on things they're not really using, or they can, consolidate offices or locations. They could probably shut down a couple of buildings in every major city and call it a day. But it just goes to show you, the deals they give you and the value that they give you and the promotions and the discounts, there's a cost somewhere. They're going to cut it somewhere. They're going to eliminate some things in other places. That's typically how these things work. And I don't think AT&T is immune to it. They're probably going to do it more. We've seen Verizon do it. We've seen T-Mobile do it. That is the way of the industry. That's the way of business, right? And they see in the future, and at least in the short term, that there's a risk of economic slowdown and a lack of growth. So they're doing all these things, hedging, trying to get out ahead of it. They clearly see something in the economic pathway that could lead to a rocky moment in time. And I don't know if this is going to be for the rest of this year or it'll continue next year, but something tells me these CEOs know something is coming and they understand that it's time to reduce your overhead, time to trim the fat. And they're going to do this in a lot of different ways. Just wanted to give you this update, give you that perspective. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Drop me a line in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you never miss an upload. And check out some more of our other videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.